this lesson we're going to look at plotting coordinates. It's a little bit of a fun task for the coordinate topic. The first thing we need to do is follow the instructions on the coordinate shapes worksheet that tell us how big we need to draw our axes. So it says we need an x-axis and a y-axis that go from 0 to 12 for the x-axis and 0 to 16 for the y. So what I'm going to suggest you do is the y-axis first. So you are going to need to draw a vertical line going in your book with pencil and ruler that is 16 squares long. Okay. Before I draw the x-axis, what I'm going to do is number that. Remember, the numbers have the little lines in your book going through them. So I've got the lines, the little numbers are going through the numbers, so little lines like this. So I need to number this all the way up to 16, like this. And then I'm going to put a little Y up there to label that as the y-axis. Can you do this now? And then we'll move on to the x-axis. So the x-axis, this needs to go up to 12. So you will need to draw a little line that is 12 squares long in your book, like this. And then just as before, you need to make sure you put 0 directly in line with your axis, and then each line in your book, obviously I don't have these here on the lined paper, but you will have the line going through the number 1, so each of the numbers you write down will have a line going through them. So I need to do this going all the way up to 12, like this, and I'll label on the x-axis. So if you look at the worksheet, what it says is that we are going to draw some shapes. So the first coordinate it says is 12, 13. So I go along to 12, up to 13, and I put myself a neat little dot. The next coordinate it says is 10, 14. So I go again along to 10, up to 14 this time, which is there, and I put myself a little dot. As soon as I've put that second dot, I then join with a ruler the two dots. You must make sure you draw the lines on as soon as you've done the dot. Do not move on to the next coordinate until your line is drawn. The next coordinate I've got is 9, 16. So I go along to 9, all the way up to 16, and I put myself a little dot there. And I join that up to the last one that I did. So that was here. So what I'm going to do is keep drawing the coordinates and joining it up to the very last point I did. The next one says 8, 14. So I'd go along to 8, up to 14, and put a little dot. Join it up with the last one that you did, like so. On the worksheet, if you look, there's then a little gap on that line to the next coordinate. So this one I now don't join up. So what I would do for the next one, where it says 5, 4, I go along to 5, up to 4, and put myself a little dot. But because there is a gap on the worksheet, I don't join that up. So the next coordinate is 5, 1, so along to 5, up to 1. Because these are next to each other, I do join these up. You then got 3, 1, which is here, and I join that up to the last point I've just done. But then there's a gap again, so the next one I do will not be joined up to this. Take your time with this. If you start rushing and putting the wrong coordinates down, the diagram, the shape, the picture that you're going to draw will not make sense. If it helps, cross off the coordinate as you've plotted it, but make sure you can still see the coordinate just in case you've made a mistake. Do all of this in pencil with a ruler. Do not use pen. As soon as you use pen, it will not rub out. Make sure you can rub the work out. I do not want to see pen used. Even if it's a pen that rubs out, I do not want pen used.